2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Boston fans already at a fever pitch inside the arena. Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. This Boston crowd ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Celtics. Now the starting group for Baltimore. We've got Ball. Bobby Portis out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Bogdanovich. And it's Cousins in at the 5, roaming the paint. Bogdanovich wide open. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Bogdanovich has got the first points of the night for the Barons. Walker against Ball. Walker the pass to Brown. Fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right,
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sport.
Now here's Walker, following the miss by LaMelo Ball. And that one drops.
Improving size does not matter. Walker comfortable slamming it up inside.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, I did speak with the Barons head coach. He's been preparing to deal with Kemba Walker's quickness. Coach said to have any chance to contain him, we have to play great team defense. Always have someone ready to help and bring that help fast. He thinks it's an issue that might decide tonight's game. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
So far, the team just 1 of 5 and that rim shrinking.
Porter, no luck.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And really at his best from mid-range, Tatum can create space and shoot up over his defenders.
Here's Ball. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. Bogdanovich, that's for 2. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Tatum kicks to Walker. Tatum with it. Guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. And the rejection by Cousins.
So important for Cousins to continue to develop that defensive awareness. I like to see him showing off some of that shot blocking ability.
The Celtics with the lead. Tatum down low. Cousins is there. Now here's Smart. He's covered by Bogdanovich. They get it back. Here's Fall. And he goes in for the dunk.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
Timeout is called. First of the game for Baltimore.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
The stat sheet here for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been. the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Now here's ball. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Jaylen Brown. This is his first free throw of the game. First one falls for him. Ball hits them both. And here's Walker. Now the pass to Tatum. Here's Fall. It's Brown on the wing. Guarded by Porter. Scooped up. And there's the bucket from Tatum. Tatum's got his second bucket.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Passes it to Portis. Brown against Ball. Pass to Porter. Over Walker. Offensive rebound. And it's going to be out of bounds. Baltimore will retain possession. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Here's Bogdanovich. That one a little long.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser too.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis, but Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable.
Shoot two. First free throw is good.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Porter looking it over. It's stolen by Brown. Nice D from Porter.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
From downtown, again the miss by Baltimore.
Give him a little credit. Take some guts to keep shooting if you're struggling this bad. It's getting a little bit ugly right now.
An even 3-on-3 break. Cousins, no one around him. Again, the miss by Baltimore. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. Smart on the wing. Off target from outside. Baltimore trails by 6. Here's Porter. Oh, that's blocked.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
Huge fan of how Tatum runs the floor. It's almost a lost art. Terrific when he's in attack mode, in transition, putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
Here's ball after the basket by Boston. Pass to Bogdanovich. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Celtics leading by 8. Here's Walker. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And Baltimore calls time here.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Baltimore making a switch here. Bell's checked in. Outside, Bogdanovich. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. Monte Morris is checked in for Baltimore. Here's the pass to Bell. Poked away and stolen by Tatum. For the finish and the dunk by Tatum.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Brown the pass to Smart. Fader on the way. Doesn't go that time. And the Barons the other way now. And it's Baltimore on the break. The open shot, Cousins. Again, the miss by Baltimore. Here's Boston now. They've outscored him 16 points to 2. Not slowing down. Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to Brooklyn.
That final score really caught a lot of people off guard. I think we would have to quantify that one as an upset.
No question. I know I did not see that coming, especially when they had a chance to win it late in the fourth quarter. I thought for sure they'd get it done.
Smart wide open, he fires. Bangs home the trifecta. Smart's got 5.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
Morris dishes the ball. Shoots over Walker. Ball no good. Celtics leading by 15 to the inside. Tatum and slam dunk by Tatum.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was. If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Porter finds Morris. Passes it to Cousins. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Smart.
Cousins converts despite being bodied up by the defense there. He is just so physical and hard to contain.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And some changes here for the Barons. Roby's checked in, and it's Jacob Evans in for Ball. That free throw good from Cousins. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there are so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, three guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan, and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Down low. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here we go. Baltimore trails by 18. Now Evans. Pass to Bell. Here's the three. Rebounded by the Celtics. Tatum on the wing. Defended by Bell. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. And take a look at the Celtics. Fourth in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top three. And, of course, there's Baltimore. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And, you know, for Boston, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hope they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Now, here is Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. It's Bell on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. And Evans gets it to go on the assist by Bell.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Hampton. There's a minute 34 left in the first quarter of the game. Tatum on the wing. Baltimore with the rebound. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, you got to put a body on Bell. You just have to, or you risk these kind of plays.
Now, here's Langford. Covered by Evans. Langford kicks to Tice. No good on the three. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Barons. They trail by 16. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Knocks it loose. A three ball. Hits it from three-point range. Evans has got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Hampton passes to Stewart. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. And yes, it's good. 19 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Tice. And the rejection by Cousins. And it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. Baltimore will retain possession. Five seconds left to play in the first. Here's Evans. Evans can't get that one to fall. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's the Celtics up 11. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And guys, we've seen the Celtics really take control here.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Here's Evans. Setting the floor for the Barons. Martin is out there with Evans. Then there's Bell. And it's Silva in at the 4 slot.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Now here is Martin. After the miss from R.J. Hampton. Rebounded by Hampton.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
No good that time. And Baltimore going the other way now. Outside Martin. He kicks it to Evans. And the pass to Silva. And Boston with the rebound. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Aguilar covered by Martin. Aguilar passes to Langford. 6 on the shot clock. That's tipped. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Barons now. Baltimore trails by 9. Evans passes to Silva. Now Bell. It's Martin on the wing. Passes to Roby. 3 on the clock. Oh, good with the triple. Boston leading by 9. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Aguilar. Count that bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Baltimore with the ball, following the bucket by the Celtics. Back to Bell. The basket good off the assist from Evans.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Got a piece of it. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And here's the fast break. A finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Now, here's Tice. Rebounded by Bell.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Roby the pass to Evans. Now Martin. Pass to Roby. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. First free throw is good. So both teams making some changes here. And so he makes both from the line. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Walker with it. Here's Brown. Good work defensively by Martin. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Baltimore. Only given up 2 points this quarter. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Bogdanovich.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Walker. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Outside, Martin. Right side, Portis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the Barons making a change here. Porter's checked in. Baltimore with the ball. 4-point game. Clock at 6. Here's Martin. He's off on that one. Now the Celtics take it the other way. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Smart. And it's off from 3-point range. Baltimore trails by 4. Porter kicks the ball. Outside, Bogdanovich. Outside, Martin. The Barons keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Smart deciding where to go with it. Hits the 3-point bomb. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
And of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the 3. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
Now, here's Ball. Kicks to Martin. Baltimore needs to get off a shot here. A fader. Porter can't get that one to fall.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Here's Fall. Over to the wing. From deep. Walker. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
This looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
Outside, Martin. Back to Ball. Count the basket.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Smart. He's got 8. That shot missing. Now here is Martin. And it's Ball in the corner. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And here's a look at what's coming up for Baltimore. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Washington Wizards. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets.
And looking at the Philadelphia matchup, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Here's Brown, and the dunk by Brown.
And really, Brown is astonishing when he takes it inside. The defense does not know what to do with it.
Outside, Martin. Ball feeling it out a bit. And Boston with the rebound. Fall's got 8 rebounds in this game. Outside, Walker. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. LaMelo Ball picks one up. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas, it must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know has its pros and cons,
Right.
but to be a part of that 1990 championship team, and the only one we've been able to hoist, and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic place.
It does. We felt like we were able to etch our mark in terms of the lores of the game of college basketball.
Celtics making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Morris is checked in for Baltimore. Kemba Walker hits them both.
And you always know what you're going to get from Walker from the line. He's been a solid, consistent free throw shooter his entire career.
Now here's Bogdanovich. He's got 5. Portis with it. Out guarded by Smart. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
And not a great start for him in the first, but he's quickly starting to turn it around.
The Celtics on offense. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
D.A., thank you. It's deflected.
You don't see a lot of shot blocks from Bogdanovich, but he is big enough to get it done.
And Walker kicks to Brown. Shot clock at 6. Here's Tatum. Here's Fall.
Good presence there. Already in his shooting motion, he spotted the open man and made the unselfish play.
So it's the Barons now. They trail by 14. To the middle. Porter against Tatum. And stolen by Tatum. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And really, Brown is very talented at nailing shots, even while getting hit. What muscle this guy has.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Daniel Tice is checked in for Fall. And a switch here also for Baltimore. Cousins is checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That
free throw good from Brown.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive, as relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
Timeout called, the Barons.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
Will it go? Bogdanovich. A shot that time, not on target. Some solid defense from Brown.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's Walker. And the rejection by Cousins. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins. Jordan Bell's checked in for Michael Porter. Brown against Bogdanovich. And it's Brown missing.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Morris against Walker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Baltimore shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Free throw good for Morris.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Hampton's checked in for Boston. And a switcher also for Baltimore. Evans is checked in. And Morris drops them both. And here's Walker. He's got 13. Pass to Tice. Walker looking for an opening. The feed to Tatum. And the dunk by Tatum.
Shifty, elusive offensively. Tatum's scoring potential is through the roof.
Walker against Morris. The pass to Cousins. A 3 from Bogdanovich. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
The Barons come into this one after the win against Pittsburgh. Here's Morris. It's rebounded by Tice. And again, Boston running the court in transition and finished off by Brown.
And there's no excuse for allowing Brown to get that deep. He's just brilliant at jamming it down the defense's throat.
And 1:01 left to play here in the second quarter. And Cousins kicks to Bogdanovich. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Tatum. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And how about Tatum there using his muscle, easily absorbing the contact and still able to knock down the shot.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
Stewart's checked in for the Celtics. Langford comes in for Walker. And a switcher also for Baltimore. Roby's checked in. And that one falls for Tatum.
Earning all rookie first team honors after a brilliant first year, Tatum quickly became a fan favorite.
Morris outside. Now Cousins. And they double up Cousins. And the wide open shot from Evans. And just miss after miss right now. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's blocked.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Back to Cousins. With 1 on the clock. And that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. A dominating first half of basketball. And so far, hasn't been close. It's the Celtics running away with this one. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And what a show being put on here for the home fans tonight. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It was all Jason Tatum in the first quarter. He ended up with 17 points, 3 assists, and 1 block. Kenny, what's your take on Boston so far?
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic, that's the way you should play on both ends of the court.
Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
Well, the shooting was terrible. They didn't seem to have a plan at the offensive end. Let's see, the defense had them bottled up. Listen, man, I'm not a coach. They need to change their strategy right away, right now, pronto.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Boston. Brown the small forward with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guards. And it's Fall in at the center position. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Here's Walker. Here's Smart. Pass to Fall. The Celtics working the ball around now. Tatum no good. Stolen. Walker in the post. He's covered by Ball. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. Took him no time at all on that one. Porter's got the first bucket of the third here for the Barons. Pass to Fall. Back to Walker.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
It's Porter outside.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
And you get the sense Tatum is used to getting hit when he's penetrating inside. It almost seems as if he embraces those challenges.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Cousins, a three-pointer, no good. Celtics leading by 23. Pass to Walker. Smart on the wing. Brown outside. Outside, Walker. There's the triple. Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Now here's Smart, following the miss by Michael Porter. Boston again missing. Outside, Ball. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Outside, Ball. Over Tatum. Ball, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Stolen by Ball. And here's the fast break. Ball leading the way. And Ball slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off. Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first three of this half.
Now, here's Cousins. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. 6 to shoot. Over Tatum. Rebound by the Celtics. Brown's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Walker the pass to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, tremendous find there by Kemba. He draws loads of attention, opens the court up for his teammates.
Back to Ball. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Ball's got 4 points in the quarter. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Martin's checked in for Baltimore. Walker with a clean look. Baltimore with the rebound.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
Celtics leading by 21. Brown outside. And finished off by Brown.
And just awesome speed from Brown, blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Ball against Walker. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's foul number 2 for him. Game continues to evolve, Greg. Any changes in particular that you do not like?
That's a great question. You know, I'd like to see the replay review streamlined a little bit better. I wouldn't mind a touch more physicality being allowed in the game, but as much as we tend to complain, the one thing I have learned is if you're honest, you go back, we always complain. I don't care what the era is. Nobody's ever truly happy, and I'm not going to spend all my time worrying about that stuff, partner. I'm just going to enjoy the game that we are all so fortunate enough to be able to watch.
Totally agree. Here's Ball. Jason Tatum picking up that last basket. No good on the shot.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Brown wide open. He fired. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And that's just tremendous confidence from Brown. Going up with the shot right away and giving the D no time to react.
Timeout called the Barons.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
Stewart's checked in for Boston. And a switch here also for Baltimore. Silva's checked in. Bell passes the ball. Over Stewart. And it's Ball that time on the assist by Bell. Bell's got 3 assists tonight. Ball against Walker. Tatum down low. 24 points for him. 7-foot shot, and that one goes long. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for Baltimore. Looking to get it going. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
One thing about Porter Jr. you talk about is consistency, and that is just not on the floor. It's about his health and availability to his team so he can show off the multi-talented game he does have.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Celtics making a switch here. Hampton's checked in. And Porter drops them both. Hampton with the ball. The pass to Stewart. Outside Tatum. Fires the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Outside Porter. Rob. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And that's how you do it. Impressive play, explosive finish.
Yeah, sweet finishes like that, you see everybody get up. Look at the guys on the bench. They're fired up.
It's blocked. Aguiar passes to Brown. Now, here's Hampton. Shot clock at 5. Rebounded by Bell. Bell's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Martin kicks to Ball. Outside Porter. Back to Ball. Tipped away. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Daniel Tice is checked in for Boston. Langford comes in for Jaylen Brown. And then for the Barons, Roby's checked in, and it's Evans in for Porter. And here is Hampton. Passes it to Stewart. And the Barons making a change here. Morris is checked in. Now, here's Hampton. Not a lot of room. Pass to Tice. The 3. Baltimore with the rebound. To the paint. It's blocked, but they get it back. Inside, here's Evans. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Celtics take it the other way. To the paint, here's Aguilar, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And you see Langford's ability as a facilitator, great court awareness.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now Morris, pass to Bell. He kicks to Martin. Lock at 6. Morris outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Morris has got 7 points in the game.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
The pass to Langford. Here's Aguilar.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Celtics have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
And the first one drops. Good on both. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Baltimore. And R.J. Hampton is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Morris. Rebound, Boston. Hampton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Tice. Here's Langford. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Aguilar. The offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Morris inside. He has 7, and it's in there.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Stewart. Here's Tice, defended by Bell. Hampton with the ball. Langford has the open look. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Martin. Here's Stewart. And the 3 off target. And it's Baltimore on the break. Evans inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Romeo Langford. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Evans.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Hampton passes to Stewart. Knocked away. Evans feeling it out a bit. 1:49 left to play in the third. Again, the miss by Baltimore.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Aguilar passes to Langford. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Celtics have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
Isaiah Stewart will be at the line shooting 2.
The first one falls.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Marcus Smart's checked in for the Celtics. And a switch here also for Baltimore. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Bell. And so he hits both. So it's the Barons now. Morris, left side, and the shot goes in. Morris has got 7 now in this quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Langford kicks to Tice. Pass to Langford. Back to Tice. The tray. Roby with the rebound.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Smart dishes to Langford. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Like the edge Langford plays with. He enjoys taking on defenders and trying to finish through the contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first.
One of those guards who just oozes with potential. Langford has the size and skill set that every team is looking for.
He's perfect from the line this time. And Morris has got the ball here for Baltimore. 32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Off target with his 3. Boston with the ball. Here's Langford. The Celtics making a switch here. Falls checked in. Portis, he's checked in for Baltimore. So it's the Barons now. Now, here is Morris. He's got 11. Rebounded by Hampton. Hampton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
As tough as they get, Smart's a bulldog out there. Does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
The first one falls. And so, Smart nails both of them. 7 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. 2 on the clock. That's tipped. And so it's the Boston Celtics out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Setting the floor for the Barons. They've got Evans, and it's Portis in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's blocked. Here's Clemens. Evans left side. Three-pointer. Owens with the rebound.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Here are the Barons. Here's Clemens. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, at least
No
it feels
kidding.
like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday. Baltimore on offense. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Here's Evans, and it's blocked.
And looking engaged defensively. Langford showing he has what it takes to be a shot blocker.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You've got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Now, here's Dedmon. Back to Walker. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
That's
tournament
a tough one, isn't it?
for the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
And so Walker nails both of them. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's Clemens. Outside Portis. Kicks it to Evans. Shot clock at 6. And there's the pass to Clemens. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Barons. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. And it's Walker that time on the assist by Langford. Walker's got 4 points this quarter.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Clemens. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. You hear about the extinction of great NBA big men. Do you see it that way? And if so, Greg, is the game that has changed, or perhaps a dip in the talent at that position that has changed?
You know, you think back to the likes of Russell, Wilt, Kareem, and Hakeem and Robinson and Shaq. Some would say, well, we just got lucky. But in a lot of ways, we still have the dominance of the big man. They just play more outside of the paint, right? Giannis.
Yep.
You look at what he can do. Anthony Davis and the way he plays the game. I mean, LeBron, in essence, is a big man. I mean, you still can dominate the game as a big. It's just that you now can actually, in some respects, have more impact because you're involved in more facets of the game.
Here's Walker following the three-pointer by Baltimore. And here's Langford. It's tipped. Outside ball. Passes to Clemens. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. We can't get that one to fall. The shot from the low post is good.
That jump shot is something Bazemore has really improved upon. You really can't afford to give him that kind of breathing room anymore.
To the inside, Clemens. It's good.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Now Walker lets it go with a three. That shot off.
And, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
And it's the Celtics ball. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Really moves well out there, Dedmon, for a guy his size, and you check out the lift on that dunk.
Ball with it. Outside Portis. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
They've gotten careless, Kevin, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half.
Martin's checked in for Baltimore. Now here's Walker. Dedmon finds Walker. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Walker's got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Clemens. The shot misses. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Langford, they get the rebound. The kick out to Walker. And Langford has it in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 4 assists now tonight. To the middle to end the run. And Portis throws it down.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's the Celtics with the ball. Outside, Walker. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Getting the and one. Kemba shows off the deft touch he has on the ball. You have to finesse around that hard a defense, and he does it as well as anybody.
Baltimore making a switch here. Bell's checked in. Greg, we're seeing players take control of their free agent destiny. Do players get a bad rap for that and switching teams?
Listen, I don't know if you get a bad rap, but you're going to catch the wrath of the fan base. You think of Paul George in Indy or KD in OKC, and fans, they're going to feel jilted. There's no doubt about it. They're going to feel scorned.
Yeah. Martin from outside, and Boston with the rebound. Walker's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Owens. Nice ball movement by Boston. He feeds it to Langford. Knocked loose. 5 on the clock. Here's Clemens. Walker with some nice D.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Here's Dedmon. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his 5th assist in this one.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it. Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Martin, the pass to Clemens. Unable to get that one. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Now here's Langford, defended by Bell, and the basket by Owen.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Clemens. To the right side. Here's Schofield. Over Aguilar. Got a hand on it. Out to the wing. Now here's Langford. He's guarded closely and out of bounds as Baltimore gains possession. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Walker. Here's Clemens. And last season we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce a target scorer, Greg, to end the game and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point.
One shot.
The free throw drops for Bell.
Well, Bell offers up something at the big man position in terms of his activity that's very unique.
Pass to Owens. And Langford has it in the corner. 6 on the shot clock.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Here's Clemens. He's covered by Bazemore. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Here's Owen. And here is Dedmon. The pass to Owens. Here's Aguilar. Boston, no good that time either. Here's Clemens. He's covered by Bazemore. Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now, when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. You know, eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in that sense, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man. And these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. And it's Martin missing. Austin with the ball. Now Langford passes it to Aguilar. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his third personal foul. Shooting for Boston, Ferdinand Aguilar will be at the line shooting 2.
That one is off. And the second free throw, good. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on three?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than twos. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that three is going to be vital.
Here's Owen. Up and in on the layup. Owens has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jason Tatum.
Just active on defense, little things like clawing and scrapping and tipping passes and contesting shots. Came up with a lot of steals.
Here's Owens. Shakes him, and it's denied. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Clemens passes to Silva. Baltimore moving that ball around. Here's Schofield. He's covered by Bazemore. Schofield passes to Martin. Over Aguilar. Again, the miss by Baltimore. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.